Okay, today I'm here to tell you about why you should join the community of people taking a stand against pollution and ensuring the sustainability of resources for the survival of their children and their children to come. Pollution, what is it? Pollution is the integration of toxic substances into the environment. The different types of pollution range from air, water, land, and other forms such as noise, electrical, and light pollution. Pollution can either be natural, such as volcanic ash, sea salt, forest fibers, and photochemically formed particles. Otherwise, pollution comes from human activity, like runoff from factories, general trash, fracking, mining, and/or chemical, biological, or radioactive waste. For a long time, pollution has been documented to include disasters, policy change, and community efforts as a whole. The earliest of which was Black Plague in 1347, which was spread from fleas and rats. Even during the Middle Ages, there was a constant struggle for sanitary conditions. In 1897, the Taw River, polluted from oils and chemicals, caught fire from a blowtorch. In more modern times, in Denora, Pennsylvania, factories in 1948 were releasing toxic substances from steel and zinc smelters into the air. This made it difficult to breathe, and 14,000 residents were affected with respiratory and cardiovascular problems, resulting in 20 to 40 deaths. And in 1949, Paul Eckerlich discovered that DDT in aerosol cans was damaging to wildlife and likely humans as well. It wasn't fully recognized until 1974 in chemists' findings that it was destroying the ozone layer, and later in 1985, a hole was confirmed in the ozone layer. Even then, still, DDTs were still not fully phased out of production until the early 90s. Following this, in the 1950s, Chicago produced the first major sewage system in the United States to treat wastewater. In 1953, several hundreds of people died due to toxic smog from air pollution in New York City. Throughout these years, worldwide carbon dioxide levels increased to above 300 parts per million by 1960. Endangered species are finally also recognized in 1966, and by 1968, overpopulation is a concern of pollution. Prominent historical mentions of policy change include Federal Water Pollution Control Act, the Nature Conservancy, the Air Pollution Control Act, the Motor Vehicle Pollution Control Act, the National Environment Policy Act, the Natural Resource Defense Council, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, the Marine Mammal Protection Act, the Department of Energy, a ban on ocean dumping, the Emergency Planning and Community Right to Know Act, and Earth Day. Also listed are major historical pollution disasters. To name a few of the most impactful are the nuclear disasters of Chernobyl, Fukushima, and the 1979 meltdown on 3 Mile Island in Pennsylvania, as well as two of the largest known oil spills, BP's Deepwater Horizon spill and Saddam Hussein's intentional release of oil from the burning of oil rigs in the Persian Gulf. Current and ongoing pollution consists of plastic, microplastics, Teflon, carbon emission, pesticides, and mining of coal, lithium, sulfur, and oil. Pictured in black and white are the pictures from Saddam Hussein's burning of the oil rigs and the people attempting to distinguish the situation. Animals died, and this picture is from the release of nuclear material from Fukushima. The known repercussions to air pollution are cardiovascular and respiratory issues, cancers, as well as damage to plant and wildlife. Known causes from this are chemical particulate making its way into our air and atmosphere. Land pollution also is very damaging to plant and wildlife, but also a large contributor in the destabilization and structure of our planet. Known sources are from fracking, nuclear disasters, factories, deforestation, mining, and human waste. Electrical pollution has also been documented to be a cause in leukemia in children. Known causes of this are from electrical grid stations being built near residential homes and buildings. Water pollution is devastating our streams, ponds, lakes, rivers, and oceans, contaminating the world's most valuable resource of water. Known causes of water pollution include oil, nuclear disaster, plastics, Teflon waste, and bottom trawling, which is where fish trawlers scrape their nets on the bottom surface of the ocean, destroying plant life there. Continued use of pesticides in agriculture are causing seeds to have a shorter harvest life. All of this has led to the development of global warming, and new modern technologies of 5G are also disrupting aviation equipment. What can you do? All of this said, join the community of like-minded people in saving our planet by reducing, reusing, and recycling what you can. Dispose of medical supplies and batteries appropriately. Use less water by turning off the faucet when brushing your teeth, as well as take less baths and shorter showers. Invest in the appropriate resources to help alleviate pollution through eco-friendly vehicles or water-efficient toilets or shower heads. A composter, to save food scraps is also beneficial. Check your home for leaks every few months. Never wash clothes unless it's a full load. Donate hair to help clean up oil spills. Schedule means of transportation by carpooling or riding a bike. And finally, spread the word as it is essential. Knowledge is power and the first step in the fight against pollution.